Good morning from Sideman in Bali. I'm on my way to Ahmed from Ubud. So I've been on the bike for about an hour and a quarter, and I'm just stopping off to visit this beautiful part of Bali. And this is like a tea plantation tour. You just walk on your own down a path. It takes about half an hour, and it's apparently like somewhere to get a drink and food at the other end. And you just get to walk through this glorious countryside. Just absolutely stunning. And you can see now I'm in a much more mountainous area of Bali. I'm about an hour away from my ultimate destination in Ahmed. And it's very, very peaceful here. Not many people around, just a few people like me, visitors, just enjoying the natural surroundings. So yeah, it's apparently half an hour's walk, and half an hour back, obviously. I left my bike with some really nice guys, Balinese guys, who are actually tour guides that offered to escort me down here as guides, but I chose not to do that. But they're just hanging out and they will watch your bike. And of course I've got my backpack on the back of the bike too, so I feel comfortable that it's going to be secure back there. I don't know what that is, like red flowers. Apparently they grow chili peppers down here too somewhere. And I believe they also grow coffee in this area. Of course, if I had a guide, he could tell me all of that. I chose not to have one, so you're going to have to make do with me, knowing very little. But I can tell you, it's extraordinarily, stunningly beautiful. And it's also a beautiful temperature right now. It's kind of cool, probably because we're up in the mountains. And the sun's not shining, but it's occasionally making an appearance and poking through, which is fine by me. I'll take some photographs of all of this too, but I think it's nice actually having video, because you can see so much more of the panorama of where I'm walking here. I think those might be chili plants right there, he said, pretending he knows what he's talking about. Could be marijuana for all I know. I don't think so though. I think those are tomatoes. They certainly smell like tomato plants. Again, showing my profound ignorance of horticultural matters. And there's a drainage channel running all alongside this path. It's like an irrigation channel. Okay. It's like we're cutting across the field now. So yeah, it's not just rice that's grown around here, there's all kinds of other crops. And I know some of them are chilies, because I was told that when I bought my ticket. But I'm imagining that there's some other vegetables being grown here too. This is where I need Laura to tell me what it is I'm looking at. Or of course my dad would know, probably. Although I'm sure some of these plants are probably indigenous to Bali and maybe not easy to recognise. Hello. Thank you. Okay, going over a little bridge here. Interesting, doesn't feel 100% stable, but I've made it. And the path's rather narrow. Got rice to the left for sure. Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. I feel very, very lucky right now. Very lucky indeed. You can see some other people walking towards me off in the distance there on the same path. I had to charge up this camera before I started walking, so I had a really nice chat for about 20 minutes or so with this group of lads who are the guides if you want to use them. And there were like 3 of them, all spoke really good English, local Bali guys, and apparently English is taught as the main second language, along with Indonesian and then Balinese, of course. And Balinese is apparently very different to Indonesian. So most Balinese are, you know, fluent in at least 2 languages, probably 3. And these guys all spoke really good English, very impressive. Okay, I think I'm still on the path. Yes, I am. Yeah, the path gets very kind of overgrown in parts. It's difficult to see if it is indeed the path, but yeah, I know I'm definitely on it. They have signs every so often, so you know where you're going. Okay, I've been walking about 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe, so probably about halfway there. It's lovely to just be walking with nobody else around, within eye shot at least. It's so peaceful. You can hear the birds singing. There's a nice breeze blowing, which is very helpful. Excuse me. Bless me. Hello. Yeah. Sneeze. I think I've got allergies. What are you growing? What is this? Rice? Okay. Lovely. Take care. They're all such lovely people. Wow, there's some beautiful, they look like marigolds, I'm sure they're not. Absolutely beautiful. I'll be looking forward to a very nice cold Balinese beer when I get to my destination, and obviously some lunch too. Then I've got another hour or so to get to where I'm going to be for the next 5 days, which is called Ahmed, and it's on the east coast of Bali, and it's actually a series of, I believe, 6 fishing villages, and it's a relatively quiet part of Bali, which is more my speed. It's not super touristy, but there's a lot to see, and it's supposed to be really beautiful and also fantastic for snorkeling, which is what I intend to do. And it's in the shadow of the volcano. Not active, one hopes, but as a result of that, because of all the volcanic ash over the centuries, the beaches are like a dark sand. I wouldn't say black exactly, but a dark sand. I'm sure we'll see some video of that shortly. Although it's not ridiculously hot, it is of course humid. And I've got a film of sweat on me, which you probably don't want to hear about, but there you go. Oh, here's the inevitable dogs. Hey guys. Oh, a little bit of an argument going on there. Wow, what a nice place to be a dog in this beautiful surroundings, but of course they probably don't appreciate it unless they moved here on some kind of canine exchange trip from an urban sprawl somewhere in America, maybe Detroit, and they moved over here and they're wandering around and they're like, wow, this is just amazing, it's so pretty, much nicer than Detroit. I have some difficulties with the language because they bark and growl in Balinese. I'm not quite sure what they're saying, but I'm getting by. And they sniff my butt just like they do back in America. It's no different. So I'm learning to adapt. They also let me walk in the middle of the road, and the motorbikes just go around me. It's amazing. That's probably what they would say if they were American dogs. Okay, just stopped for a nice lunch before resuming my journey back on the motorbike to Ahmed. Look at this rest, look at this view here. I mean, the food was great, of course, But check this out for a view while having lunch. Just extraordinary. And it's this is like a hotel retreat, so you can stay here. I was just speaking to a Danish couple with a baby, and they're staying here. So there's a pool and everything. Very, very nice. And it's been raining. I got here just in time and it started throwing it down again, and it's now stopped, so it's clearing up. You can still see it's a little bit misty, but a while ago you couldn't really see much, it was raining so much. But it looks lovely now. And rain stopped, so I'm going to get back on the motorbike and I'll be on my way.